So tonight we're going to be, the summers are starting to get ready to come up, and I am personally going to get started ready to be running my hoops. So I'm going to sew up some of the hoops. I'm just learning at this. It's one of the things I've been really trying hard at to get good at. And the net that I'm using is 7-inch mesh, and at first I was just tying up my bags by myself, and kind of like wasn't doing so good at it. So I asked my buddy Charlie Finley to go ahead and do a bag up with me. So it's approximately, I don't know, my wingspan is 6 foot, so this is probably about an 8-foot bag. So what I'm going to do is run it out, and then I'm going to sew it onto my hoop tonight. So I'll just kind of go over a couple things that I kind of been learning with everybody. So once we get this set up, then we'll come back, and then I'll start doing some tying and maybe some talking about what I've been learning from everybody that's been willing to teach me how to do this. So once we get this set up, then we'll go over doing some sewing. Now that we have the hoops all set up, and we basically, I know there's other ways, but these are some of the ways that I've been asking everybody, like, what do I do? How do I do this? So right now, my hoops are a little bit smaller. They're approximately about 6 feet tall, and they're about 14 feet rebar. And everybody's like, oh, why are you using rebar or anything like this? So I went over to June's farm shop right across the way and had them roll the rebar. Previously, before, when I was first learning, I was just getting 2 sections of rebar, and then I'd bend them, I'd step on them, and then roll them myself, and then I'd tape them up. And you'll notice how I'll put the electric tape from where we connected them to. So Dave over there, he just zapped them real quick and then connected them for me together. So one of the things that we've come up with, and come up with a better hoop, that is that if for some reason like someone decided to walk off with it, for example, and a lot of people are saying getting that the spring, what's it called, the spring metal or whatever it is, and I'm not trying to invest into something that people will walk off, because I can't attend my scaffolds 24/7. So, and I like that's one of the ways that we decided to do it. And what we've done is, because Charlie has made the nets a little bit bigger, we're going more through the net. Instead of every 2 or 3, it's more like 6 or 7. So what I've done is kind of did electric tape to give me a little idea of how much bigger it is. So then that way I can kind of compensate for it when I'm sewing up and everything like that. So what I'll do is, run my twine. Let's go back. I'll run my twine into my needle. My needle is a 12-incher, and then I have like if I get a nick in it or something like that, I'll run a smaller needle into it when I'm fixing the tears into it when I'm down on the scaffold or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and start, and I'll do a knot, just a regular knot, to start where I'm gonna start sewing. And then so I'll be going back through 1, 2, then we'll go 3, 4, 5. I don't want to say 5, maybe 6 is alright, because it's a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna run it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna bring it up to on top of my net. So I'll probably go about right there, kind of give it a little bit of leeway, then I'll run it through, and then run my needle through, and then cinch it back down on the top. So once I've done that, I'll have that like that, and then I'll do it one more time. I'll run it back through, and add it just like that, and then cinch it Yeah. Now this is the easiest way that I've been figuring it out. Like this, it's been a lot of trial and error on this, and so this is one of the ways that I've come up with. I'll run it right back through, and then go. What have we been going through? 6. So there's 2. There's 4. There's 3 more in the next little part, and then there's 4 more. Once we've secured it off, now this is where we'll be able to use our pulley and roll it on out, and then drop it out. So this pretty much includes sewing up and then attaching our hoop net to our scaffold.